friends, Jen here with another quick career tips with Jen. Today I want to talk about transferable skills. What is a transferable skill? Well, it is anything that you know how to do, that you are good at, or that you have training in. Honestly, depending on how you frame it, almost anything, not everything, but almost anything can be a transferable skill. I tell this to students all the time, people who are just starting out, who might not have a ton of work experience and are trying to fill out a resume, that there are things that they have done in their lives to date so far that are skilled and that are useful and that can be demonstrating skills that they have that might be useful in the new position. I talk about babysitting for teenagers. Babysitting counts because if you think about it, it means that somebody has trusted you with their most precious, their most special experience in life, their child. Someone has trusted you with that to look after that little human, and that is huge. So there are skills in there that can be translated and transferred to your resume, especially if you're just first starting out. I don't think I'd put babysitting on there if you have lots of other things to put on there. But if you're brand new at this, absolutely. Absolutely. What about being on a team of any kind, a sports team, being in a choir, being in a band, being in a community group, being in any kind of an organization like a strata organization, any kind of organization where there are responsibilities and jobs and people have to work together. There are skills in those kinds of places, those kinds of experiences that you can translate. You just have to reframe them a little bit. Those skills that you have acquired during your time working with people count. And it's just a matter of thinking about them and figuring out how to frame them and what to say about them. If you do have lots of things on your resume because you have less work life ahead of you than maybe behind you, then you have loads and loads of skills. And it's just a matter, in this case, of deciding which ones are most relevant and useful to the position that you're applying for, and how to curate what you've got, and then how to highlight those things. So that might be more of a challenge if you're very skilled, is to figure out, well, which skills are more important and which skills make the most sense. And I always talk about real estate on your resume, being mindful to try and keep it within those 2 pages. If you've got a lot of stuff, try and keep it within 2 pages. And so, model sailboat building may not be relevant in this case and may not be necessary. So just think about what are some of the things that you can do that might be useful and relevant, and that you've done repeatedly in different settings and different such situations. If you're a leader, then your leadership will come through in almost everything you do. And so you only have to list that once and that kind of thing. So chances are you've got a ton of skills already, and you will be able to find skills that are transferable to the new position you're looking for. So here's an example. Say you work in customer service, and now you're going to work in an office where there maybe aren't clients or customers or people the public coming to your desk. But there are still skills that you acquired while working with customers and clients in your customer service setting that you can translate. So in customer service, often what happens is your time is not your own to organize because you get interrupted constantly. People are coming in, people are coming up to you for help, for your services. And so you have to stop what you're doing, help that person, and then refocus and get back on task. That's a skill. That is a skill, to be able to pick up where you left off after being interrupted. Maybe you have fantastic telephone skills. Maybe you have a very professional manner with people that will translate to your writing, or to the other kinds of communication that you'll be doing in your new desk position. Maybe you were really good at what they call multitasking. Now, there is no such thing as multitasking. Your brain physically cannot do more than one thing at a time. However, we still call it multitasking, and we can still ask people if they're good at doing multiple things in succession, and we still call it multitasking. But maybe that's something that you learned in your customer service experience that you can then translate to this very busy environment in your new job. There are lots and lots of ways, and it's all about reframing. So what I suggest you do is you sit down and write out all of the skills that you have gained from the different positions that you have held, volunteer, community-based, group experiences, and your paid employment. Write down all of those things that you think might be relevant. Take a look at the job posting and see what skills they're actually looking for and see what matches up, and then reframe what you've already got. Because I believe, my friend, that you are skilled. You just need to think about how, write it out, frame it, and then highlight it in a way that will be useful and relevant and exciting for the people who are interviewing you in the position that you are looking for. All right, that's it for today. And the best compliment that you can give is to like this video and to subscribe so you don't miss another one the next time. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.